Welcome to the World According to with your host, John Solo.
What up, world? It's your man, John Solo, the World According to. I want you to watch this video. I'm going to break in a few times to talk about a few points. I agree with a lot of the things that this woman is saying, but I got some issues. Let's get it.
The comments under this young lady's post is unreal. Now, this does not apply to all, because you have men who are great fathers. You have men who are paying child support who does not make one complaint. You have men out here who are great providers day in and day out. You have single fathers. So this does not apply to you. But for the folks in the comments who are saying, oh, she just want to use the money on herself.
How do I address this without offending a bunch of women? Negro, please. That ain't never stopped you before. Point well taken. So we'll stop right there. A lot of women, especially, and I hate to say it, with someone who would put a post up like that, those type of women, that category of woman, child, girl, whatever you want to fucking say, generally do use that child support for themselves. Their hair, nails, eyelashes, eyebrows, weave, clothing, shoes, Fashion Nova, etc., 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 living their best life, going on a trip. Now, this is not all women, but a lot of women do. So for people to come up under those comments and say that, they've either seen it, see it, or they're the ones paying child support that see it being done. But let's continue.
To take care of the child without child support, then you don't deserve custody. $780 a month won't even put a dent in mortgage, rent, utilities, where that child lays their head, clothing, necessities, food.
This is where she lost me. Mortgage, rent, utilities. Whether you have a child or not, that is your responsibility. That is not child support's responsibility. It's called child support. If you acquired a mortgage, that child did not acquire that mortgage with you. You have to pay the electricity bill. See, as a parent, okay, let's break this down. As a single parent myself raising daughters, I'm supposed to be getting child support for both of my daughters. I also have another daughter that I pay child support for. It is my job as a parent to make sure they have a place to live. It is my job as a parent to make sure that they have a bed to sleep in. It is my job as a parent to make sure that the electricity is paid. It is my job that if I want cable, it is my job to pay that. It is not child support's job to pay that. Child support is for their necessities, not accessories. It is for their, and I have teenage girls, it is for their feminine products, clothes, shoes, socks, underwear, toothpaste, toothbrush, things of that nature. It is not for their YouTube light or to do a TikTok video. It is not for them to go out and splurge. It is not for them to go out and buy ice cream. That is my job as a parent. Now, do I get that child support for my daughters? No. But as a parent, if they want those things, they earn those things, and it's my job to provide those things for them. Because, God forbid, something had happened to their mother and there was no child support there. Guess what? As a parent, I have to do that because that's my responsibility. But for someone to say mortgage, rent, electricity, cable, those do not fall on the child for child support. That is not what child support is used for. But I digress. Let's continue.
Activities that are very expensive. And don't let her be a single mom and need extra help or a sitter when she needs a break.
All right, we're going to stop right there at the single mom thing. I was raised by a single mother who worked two jobs, one at Chicago Airport and one at St. Jude's. Yeah. So she never got child support from my father. Hell, I never saw my father after I was 5. I don't remember her saying, I need, or hounding my father or anything like that, or taking him to court. What my mother decided to do was be a responsible parent. But let's continue.
So you don't believe that a woman deserves to have support from the fathers of her children. You also believe that a woman should take care of you. Ladies, this is why you have to be very careful about who you lay down and have children with, because this is how these guys think.
It took me 2 years to decide that I was going to file for child support for my daughters. 2 years and everybody in my ear for 2 years saying, if it was you, if it was you. Well, that wasn't me, and I never wanted to be that guy. Not after convincing, but after seeing the struggle that I had to go through, I decided to do it. And then realizing that that particular other parent didn't want to pay child support, and didn't pay child support for a very long time, started paying child support and then stopped again. Matter of fact, just to put my business out there, my last child support payment was $7. When people are bitching about $780. Anywho, I digress on that point as well. If there are people out here who believe that a woman should not get child support, there's a reason for that. It could be the type of person she is, the lifestyle she lives, or the rhetoric that comes out of her mouth. Now, for me personally, I do know women who get that child support and they spend it on themselves. So yeah, a lot of men do think that way because of what we see, because of how these women were raised, or drug up, I should say, because a raised woman knows better. A raised woman knows what her responsibilities are as a parent, first and foremost, with or without child support. And I'm going to stand on that fact, for the simple fact that I was raised in a household with a single mom, worked 2 jobs, didn't get child support, and made sure I was taken care of. I had all my necessities first. But let's go ahead and end this. Say this, she is right. Be careful who you lay down and have children with, men and women. Because you could be that ghetto female on the post talking about how your child support got approved for whatever. Or you could be that person that just sits back and does what they have to do as a responsible adult raising children. I don't want no smoke. It's just my opinion. It's your man John Soul, The World According To. I'm out.